So I'm gonna need a refresher on where we are and what's going
I was
on.
gonna say, who remembers what we did last? Because it's been
It was super awesome
a
stuff.
couple
I
of
remember
weeks.
that.
Wish almost died.
I'm gonna say
Dragons,
you
yeah.
and Jess. You because you're the GM, and Jess because she's the only one who takes notes.
Oh,
Oh, taking
Well.
notes. Smart. Good move.
I'll let her see what she's got then. I'll see how good her notes are.
Just need to make highlights of Julie's streams. Compile it together as a
Dude,
short
we
little
needed to transcribe. No, that would be a mess.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, never mind.
all I got is we rushed the boss room, found the notes, and I wrote what was in the notes, and I wrote what was in the book. And I know there was the dragon.
That
So-
almost killed
I got
Whoosh.
poopy about it.
As I recall, we went back to Waterdeep, and then we decided to go up the road in the hopes of finding the caravan going down the road.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, right.
We have
To
a
find
squad of
Air's
soldiers.
Elsden. Look at me, I
Right, that's
remember
what I
his
said.
name.
Yes.
It sounds the same.
And we did have other guards with us, right? We convinced.
You got a small
Small
squadron
detachment.
of 25 is not too small, but it's a pretty good amount. They agreed to travel with you at least as far as the crossroads.
Was that from the lady? Lady Silverhand?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
That's all here, right?
Is that her name?
That is,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, score. Mind like a steel trap.
Good work, Coffee.
Sometimes.
Do you remember what race she is? Because I've changed it 3 times.
I think we'd settle in half elf.
Yeah,
I knew there was an elf in there somewhere.
yeah.
For two of them, there was.
I said human, and then I said elf, and then I said, well, I can't
Halvesies.
change it back to human, so I just went halfway.
Yeah,
Seems fair.
I
It's
agree.
legit.
And our thought was that we were going to intercept a possible caravan coming south because our teleportation put us perhaps that far ahead of the caravan that one gal told us about.
Yeah, you were questioning people, and there were people's coming in from the north,
Peoples.
escaping the cult activity coming down the long road. So essentially, you guys set out heading towards the crossroads with these with this small squadron of soldiers, and I believe I said it would be about. Is there be roughly a 2 or 3 day journey to the crossroads?
Cool.
Missing a pen, sorry.
I have one. Do you want to borrow it?
Yeah, just
Oh, that'd be great.
just ship it up. We still take trade
Sure thing.
commerce.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
For now.
yeah. Yeah, so you guys, I believe you gathered up some supplies and even, I think, managed to get. I can't remember if you said you were going to get horses or not because you were traveling with the squadron. But I'll leave that up to you. I guess who would be taking point on the trip up the road north to the crossroads?
I think I usually do that.
All right.
Who should be taking your place beside Isabella, as usual?
Apparently, I'm a barbarian now, according to my character sheet.
Are you?
Oh, yeah?
Barbarian sorcerer.
Did I just get changed by mistake?
No.
Yeah, I changed back.
Come here. cat's been wanting attention.
Okay, I'll get. We won't use survival because you guys are staying on the road, but I'll get you to make a perception check. Just keeping an eye out on the road while you guys travel north. And
Sure,
10.
nothing can go wrong.
I think absolutely nothing can go wrong. All of us roll, or
No, just
Good.
just 10 because he was taking point for
oh,
he said.
okay.
All right. Yeah, he's keeping a pretty sharp eye out. You don't see any troubles along the way, but you do see more people fleeing towards the safety of Waterdeep. And we'll say, as you guys close in on the crossroads, you specifically see one family of halflings sort of hiding in the brush just off the side of the road, kind of looking a little frantic, and they're not sure what to make of the battalion of soldiers marching up the road. What do you do?
Wave at them. Give them a smile.
Okay.
Aiden would ask
do you-
him,
Sorry, go
is
ahead.
all well? Kind of motion for them to come out of the bushes.
They slowly approach. It's it's a man and his wife, and they've got 3 small halfling children with them. Quickly thrown together their belongings, and they just say, "We had word coming down from Red Larch that the group of bandits or cultists or something were making their way south, ransacking small villages along the way. Our small farming village is not far from crossroads, and we had a maybe half day or so advantage on them, but they are coming this way."
Any word about their number?
We didn't get a good look ourselves because once the word had come, along with people fleeing, we packed up quickly as we could and headed south. We heard they had all kinds, little kobolds and lizard folk and even humans mixed in the bunch.
Hear anything about them trailing along some prisoners?
We had heard word of them taking captives, but again, we didn't get a look at the group ourselves, but we also didn't see any dragon that the rumors had talked about either.
Aiden.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say Aiden gives Whoosh a side eye. Any information on the color of this dragon?
There was talk of a huge black dragon, but I heard a rumor from another traveler that the cult or the raiders split into 2 groups, and one headed back west from Tribor, and the other headed south to finish ransacking villages along the way.
West of Tribor towards Leylon?
Yeah, going back the way they came, regrouping from wherever they came from, apparently. You guys are from Waterdeep?
In a
Place they're
roundabout
probably
way.
going about go bat.
So
Yeah.
the way is safe for me and my family to go that way? You didn't see any trouble along the way?
No. That's fine.
On our way to try to make sure more roads are safe.
No, it's cool.
Dragon's dead too. No big deal.
Billy killed him. She's wearing the fangs.
So you guys continue on, and you make it to the crossroads, and the soldiers start to set up camp, as they were ordered not to go any farther than this. But no sign of trouble for a few hours. If you guys all want to make a perception check for me, see if you notice this one.
This one.
Nah.
No.
Nope.
Not even a little bit.
We're tired. It was a long day.
All right.
Was that halfling family kind of the last of the refugees we saw, or were they continuing to trickle in?
Yeah, you continued to see families making their way. None of them looked injured or harmed. They were just going off of good rumor that they should flee south.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a few hours into setting up your camp on the crossroads here. Isabella, you see a battered and beaten elven figure off in the coming down the incline from the long road north. He seems to be avoiding your camp. Not sure what to make of it, but he doesn't seem to be stopping. He's in a full run.
By himself?
By himself, yeah.
I'll say to the others, we have company. And kind of prepare to, I don't know, I guess try and meet him, but I imagine there are people on his trail, so I'm not leaving like the safety of our numbers.
Sure, I'll follow.
Aiden would follow.
Bush follows.
Okay, so you guys try to intercept him. Strange looking group of people, but he sees the familiar sight of infantry from Waterdeep, and he cautiously approaches you out of breath. He comes to a stop and he says, how did you muster this force so quickly? I've only he's out of breath and he's looking around like he's not sure if he wants to stop.
I'm gonna give him some water.
He happily takes the water, and as he drinks the water, you see that he has he still has ropes tied around his wrists and ankles. He seemingly has escaped some form of captivity. They set camp maybe a few hours back. I managed to free myself, and I ran in the early hours of the morning. They're maybe 2-3 hours behind. They said they were finishing up their round and then making their way back to the Mur of the Dead Men.
Shoot. Not coming south.
No, they'll be heading back. They'll be heading south as far as the crossroads, if only to head north towards Thornhill and the Mur of Dead Men.
You can cut them off here. How many were there?
It's hard to get a good reading on the little ones, the kobolds. It could have been anywhere from 20 to 50, I'm not sure, but there was a few, I don't know what to call them, dragon hounds in their company. Dragons without wings, like some weird beast. They were being led by half-dragon in these very eccentric purple robes. He seemed to be the one in charge. There was a dragon, but she took half of the spoils and half of the people and headed back to the Mur of Dead Men. I overheard them talking about the loss of one child and that she wasn't going to lose the rest. I do speak a bit of Draconic, so I did catch that bit of conversation.
And this is a black dragon.
Yes, huge.
Do they make camp for the evening, or do they travel through the night?
They camp whenever they are done raiding. They finished up on the small town not too far back, but they are heading their way through the pass. I don't know how you mustered these people, but
Tell us how they travel. Do they post scouts?
mostly they just travel in caravan formation, and the kobolds spread out throughout the hillside, scouring. But they'll have to come up the same pass I did to get around the mountains.
And other prisoners? Are there any?
I believe the prisoners may have been transported back with the dragon.
Because of course they were.
Back
Why
to
did
the west.
Back to the west, but
Why did they keep you with them?
I was picked up in Red Larch, and then they split up and head back.
Do I believe him?
You can roll a insight. Well, yeah. He seems a little, maybe a little confused, a little disoriented, if not just from lack of food, sleep, and hydration.
Mm.
But he seems to be mostly truthful.
Before they split, did you happen to see an Aasimar named Elsden?
What's an Aasimar?
He would look. You would ask that. He would have eyes that glowed and a long sloped forehead.
Human, mostly in features.
Mostly in features, yes.
There was such a man. He mostly in a state of undress, he said he had given his robe to some woman at some point along the way. He said he was picked up and just outside of the Mur.
And was he one of the prisoners sent back west with the dragon?
Yeah, the mother dragon, she took the majority of the horde for herself and mentioned wanting to get back to her children.
Great.
Yep.
Do you have any other information we should be aware of, friend? We're all that stands between you and this horde.
Just that.
By the way, just saying.
Just because they are small in stature, it doesn't mean you should underestimate the kobolds. And that the one in the purple robes, he maybe is just as big of a threat as the mother dragon herself. he seemed to address her as mother himself. Or herself. Sorry, they were both female.
It's important not to misgender dragons.
Yes, the half dragon lieutenant is a female as well.
Well, if words are to be believed, because there were. We've already maybe killed 2 of these so-called children, so I think we
Just the
are
one, I think.
suitably cautious.
We've killed a young green and a young black so far.
Right, but we killed the like half dragon who
Oh,
called the
that's
black
right.
one brother. So I'm
Oh,
assuming.
Right.
Did we
I'm
kill him, or did we
assuming-
just capture him and assume he killed himself
Oh
at some
yeah,
point?
we captured him.
We captured
And then we
him.
interrogated him, yeah.
Well, he's
Whoops.
He'd technically still be captive. No, they were sending him to. He was in Phandelver.
Mm-hmm. We
They-
left him in the jail
Yeah.
cell.
In the jail cell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna kill myself, and I was like, all right.
Yeah. And we just left him there. So
Yeah.
he probably killed himself, but if not, we still have a captive.
Wonderful.
But then they
Phandelver.
said that they looped back from Tribord back over west. They might be doing a second hit on Phandalin.
I think those are the ones we got the first time.
Because we're not there to stop anything.
I'm thinking this is a secondary, like.
I think that was the first wave that we already defeated.
But the dragon that we fought went down relatively easy.
Yeah.
And the guy called brother. And so if they're talking about this dragon now as mother.
As
No, but the
Mother.
other one said that they went over the mountains, right?
Is the dragon and her horde?
Yeah.
Initially, the rumor was they were going back to Tribor and heading back to the Mur of the Dead Men. But this alpha is saying they split up at Red Larch and headed west
Across the mountain.
across the
So
mountain.
they're not going
Right.
to go
They're just
by
flying
Phandalin.
there, or
So
Yeah, yeah.
either they have a path, either she has a path through, or there's some path through the mountains people don't know about,
Or she's a dragon.
or she can just fly.
Right.
dragons don't tend to carry a lot of stuff when they fly, though.
Yeah, she
Right
took
thing.
she took all the majority of the
Right.
horde and the captives with her. So
So there's probably a path.
she's also, I mean, potentially could make a path.
True.
Mhm.
Hey, can I ask like an ancillary question as to the
Mhm.
politics of the realm?
You sure can.
So, I get that Neverwinter and Waterdeep are pretty large in political power. Would Leylon or Thornhill owe allegiance to either one of them?
They not necessarily. They, like most cities, would.
So they
Kinda
operate like
govern
independent
themselves.
city-states?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the
That's the Sword Coast.
Sword Coast is I forget what the name of the government system is, but they're all in a conclave together, I guess technically. All the major cities are a conclave.
Okay.
What's that faction? Wow, I'm blanking. I just read this all last night.
The Lord's Alliance?
Yeah, the Lords Alliance. Lords referring to the lords of the capital cities of the Sword Coast.
And they're allied.
Okay.
Yeah, they're independent, but they agree to help each other out.
Like NATO.
Sure. Yes.
So does this mean that Phandalin is technically a capital city, even though it's tiny because Sealdar is part of the Lord's Alliance and he runs Phandelver now.
It would be like
Sublord.
Beautiful.
I like it.
it can be whatever you guys want it to be.
It's a
Cop
little
out.
blip on the radar right now, but it's gonna grow.
Hey, the Lord
Already
came to
growing.
see us
Yeah.
about this shit. In
Yeah,
that
but that's because we're the
town.
only competent people around. And that's saying something.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But yeah, a city like Thornhill would be like a garrison or a keep.
Yeah, pretty small
Independent.
potatoes.
They would have land, but they would potentially still want to keep alliances with Waterdeep and
Right.
Neverwinter.
Okay.
And so they would be the next city to get. They would be the next major city to get hit on the path of this horde.
Right. Aiden would look at the others and then at the escaped prisoner. Do we have any other questions?
Feller shakes his head.
Wish just shrugs.
I think you best get to safety, friend.
Could I trouble you for some more water?
Yeah, I haven't taken back the water skin yet.
Okay. He takes more, and he says, once I'm safe in Waterdeep, I can get in contact with my people, and then I'll be good. Good luck to you, whatever you do.
I'll just pass him 5 gold for the whatever he needs in town. Like just to start up.
He asks you for your name and says, I will hopefully be able to repay this one day.
No, just get some clothes, get some food. Just take care.
He gives you a blessing in Elvish, and then heads on his way. What? It's something to do with. Oh man, what's the guy's name? Corellian? Corel, yeah.
Corellin.
Yeah. So yeah, he does still have a holy symbol around his neck, and he blesses you and goes on his way. I'll say you get an inspiration for that, just like in Skyrim when you
Nice.
give a gold to the beggar.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So after he's safely out of earshot, Aiden would look to the others. What's the plan?
I wonder if we might not be better off moving up to the mountain pass rather than the crossroads. Might be able to ambush them better.
I'll be
If you're
honest, I
from-
have little interest in this group coming south. I'm more interested in the group going west. But if we decide to ambush them here, I'll stay with you.
Well, I'm interested in stopping them going further south.
Well, they're going to come
Yeah.
down south of the crossroads and then come up again.
If we can take care of these ones here, then we don't have to worry about them later when we deal with the ones that went west.
Yeah, so like, just for point of reference, Thornhill is where you're from, so they would be eventually attacking your hometown.
Right, but what I was thinking is the other group, if they're going straight west over Red Larch,
Mhm.
the 5 of us would maybe be able to move fast enough to alert the garrison at Thornhill, leave this southern battalion in a good ambush range, but then also alert the garrison at Thornhill that there could be people coming north or people coming south. I'm worried about leaving Thornhill exposed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Aiden's thinking right now, is not only are they coming west, but they're going to be closer to his hometown, and they don't have a heads up yet.
Would Aiden know of any particular mountain pass? Because that's ridiculously close. Thornhill to the Mayor of Dead Men, and
Yeah.
if there
That's
is
true,
one,
and he
Those would
he
be your
was in the
stomping grounds.
garrison, and he was someone who patrolled around Thornhill.
I would say.
Here it comes.
What kind of check would it be? Trying to think, it would be
Let's
like
do
a
survival.
athletics.
I would suggest survival for
just
this.
fluts the memory into your
I was
brain.
thinking survival myself
Ooh,
because
this is gonna be rough.
Yep.
Are we ready?
we sure are.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Hey,
Yeah, you're familiar with the area, given that you've probably traveled as far north as Leilon on your in your time as guard captain. And you know the Mur is definitely a dangerous place and definitely home to at least one dragon that you have memory of hearing about. This is not a history check. You specifically said pass. But yeah, you've heard rumors of old abandoned trade routes going through the mountains towards the long road as a means of saving several days. But because the Mur is so dangerous, the trails were long since abandoned. But there's no reason that someone who lived there, such as a dragon, wouldn't know about it.
Do I have any sense of how many days, hours travel north one of these trails could be? Are they a couple days rides from Thornhill? I'm trying to get a sense of how urgent Aiden would be to somehow get word to Thornhill, because as
I
pissed
see.
off as he is about them kicking him out, he still has loyalty as a former guard captain. He doesn't want to leave them defenseless, and he knows that the most important thing is that they somehow get word.
Well, if they both left, just for a point of like, I guess for you kind of know the distance of where you are to Red Larch and the distance it would take to get across the mountains. You gather that they're probably in the Mur already, but it could be potentially another day before they were able to get to Thornhill.
If they were even going there right away.
If
Like
they
the mirror's
yeah.
their home
Right.
base, they're not gonna step out.
Make an intelligence check. Specifically, I'll say with advantage because this has to do with military tactics.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I.
Oh. Oh.
We're a bunch
Well.
of smarties, we are.
Well, you know.
All right. Well, it's not too bad.
I mean, it's not awful.
You know, Thornhill is a well-defended city. Even a large squadron of soldiers probably couldn't take the walls, but in conjunction with maybe an attack from the air, it might be a little more. You get
Threatening.
so like a pincer attack would probably be
Right.
the best way to go about attacking Thornhill.
Right. Does our battalion have any way to carry messages, i.e. a messenger or some birds?
Yeah, there'd be a squad leader and like a commander of the quadrant, and he would probably have a messenger hawk for sure. He's kind of off to the side, sort of. He's kind of the liaison between you and his soldiers.
Right.
He's the guy
So-
we talked to.
I think that as they kind of started discussing what was going on, Aiden would ask the group whether. Well, he would say, I want to send a message to Thornhill to alert them of the threat.
Mm-hmm. He say half-elven male. Fairly burly for a half-elf. Shaven head, scar down one right eye. He does have his falcon, and he says, I can send a message to Thornhill if that is what you wish. I have he brought a cart of supplies, and he carries a couple birds with him.
Aiden would nod, indicating that that's what he wished, and then he would relay to this man the pertinent military information that the prisoner gave them.
Okay.
Numbers, general route,
Dragon.
and dragon pincer attack. But let them know that they're going to try to stop the southern pincer.
Okay. He scries it down on a note.
Feller knocks on Aiden's back plate.
Aiden looks over.
Tell him watch for people for movement coming in and out of the mirror.
Aiden nods and relays that.
Don't want to find your friend already left when we get there.
Agreed. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The captain finishes scrying the note, and he casts a spell, seemingly communicating with his hawk, and the hawk heads off northwest towards Thornhill.
Sweet.
Aiden nods his thanks to the battalion leader and then turns back towards the group to discuss tactics.
Tactics?
Yes. This
Yes,
group has
their
tactics.
specialty. Yeah.
Certainly.
Or they're going to start.
This group has tactics.
This group has tactics. So, the crossroads is this right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Past the mountain pass. Can we get the battalion to move up into the pass for a better ambush position?
Potentially, it would just be a matter of talking with the...
Okay.
And assuming you shared all the information with him, he would probably have no objection to interjecting, potentially, stopping the roaming horde of the cultists.
The last thing we want, I think, is for the kobolds to come over the mountains and spot us, and then the cultists know we're here before we even see them because of the kobolds. So I think it's a good call for us to be in the mountains.
Agreed.
If
And
you can find a path.
Right.
But you have a dwarf with you.
Hey.
Well, and I mean, ostensibly, this battalion leader, I guess I'm assuming that he's in on this conversation. I don't see any reason the group would exclude him. Does that seem fair?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. That might not have been directed towards me.
To the group, like, is there any reason that the group would have wanted to have a private conversation first?
No.
Pretty clear. Should try to get an idea what's coming our way, though.
Right. So, in sharing the information, I'm assuming that this battalion leader, just like Aiden has some experience patrolling around Thornhill, he would have some experience patrolling around Waterdeep, and maybe some familiarity with the mountain passes and great places for an ambush.
Yeah. He knows of one place not far north of the crossroads. Just the road goes through some relatively shallow hills, but he knows of a place that would give you guys the high ground advantage of them coming south.
And then to Isabella's point, we don't want the kobolds to alert the cultists beforehand, so we would need everyone to wait until the kobolds had come through sufficiently that the cultists were already committed.
Or if they're scouring away from, like, off the path, then killing them one by one. Like, as they funnel through.
Right. So that there's no reports back, or
Just send Gale on one side and Whoosh on the other.
Yeah.
Right?
Fucking Mook horror show right there.
So it sounds like you guys do want to.
We are going to confront the
Okay.
By
force
confront, you
coming
mean
south.
kill.
Although we may try to save at least one for questioning.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Can you guys see this map?
Yeah.
I see a whole lot of freaking
25
geez,
soldiers.
Wow.
water deep.
Yeah, they're water deep
Soldiers.
soldiers. I think that's what it says.
I'm trying to read water deep and soldier at the same time. It's not.
Water deep, water deep, water deep, water deep.
Didn't quite get the effect I was hoping for when I created this map, but
It
there
works.
are downhill segments here.
Oh, okay, I see. The shadowed portions.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Are
go.
they coming downhill towards our side or towards the right?
They're coming up towards the left. So the left would be north, and the right would be. Nope. The right would be north, and the left would be south.
Because we have the high ground advantage.
Right.
These days, maps tend to have the north at the top. In the old days, they had the east at the top. This one has the west at the top, which is pretty normal.
It's a roads go left and right. They don't go up and down.
Why not?
Because it's just how it goes.
Top-down invaders is a time-honored tradition ever since Space Invaders.
I like Mario. I don't like Space Invaders. If you go too far right, there's no going back.
So I mean, we can't go back left after we move right?
Correct. So, yeah. They'll have to travel up this road. And if you guys wanted to set yourselves up for an ambush or whatever you guys want to do on this map.
Okay. So they're going to come in.
From this way.
Coming
Gotta
like
be down
this.
here.
Yes.
Because it doesn't matter where I am, I can be somewhere else.
Hey, are our dudes archers?
They have spears.
Oh. So, that changes everything.
Right.
Not skirmishers either. They're just infantry with spear.
Let me split them up 5. Like lines of 5. Oh, I can. What?
And give them some cover.
I only want 5 of you. There we go.
Like, some behind this rock.
Kind of stage them. Stagger them, maybe? Such a way that.
Are these ambush troops we have, or?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, how do we?
Let's not make them do something they're not used to.
They would know how to deal with their own
I
tactics.
trust the commander to deal with them.
Yeah.
They
The
have
commander being
spears
Brew.
and also spears.
Cool.
Spears for throwing, and they have spears for
Not throwing.
spearing.
I mean, outside of our own out-of-game inability to know what the fuck we're doing,
Mm-hmm.
So
would
Yeah, you can
Aiden
delegate.
be able to know by like rolling how to best situate
So
them?
his background is in
city.
like he
City guard.
studied military strategy. Like he was raised by people who emphasized military strategy. So I feel like he would have a good sense of
Strategy or tactics?
both. So he was raised by the Fellowship of the Red Knight. So they do both, right? But however, myself, and I know very little about military strategy.
So I'm saying, I'm trying to like pitch for a roll. So if
Yeah,
they roll, if air rolls well enough,
Let's
Rue
consult
should
the
place
commander.
them how they should best be. I'm trying to get it out of
I'll
our
tell you-
hands into your hands.
I'll tell you what.
With the illusion of it being in our hands.
We'll let. I know intelligence is not your strong suit, but I'll give you another intelligence check for military strategy with advantage. And Whoosh and maybe Whoosh and Gale. I'll get you guys to roll stealth checks so you can tell them how best to hide in the ambush.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like
I'm
it.
like rolling for them. Fuck.
Nah, not any better.
Ooh. It's very
Uh.
unfamiliar terrain, guys. This could be rough.
I don't know how to hide fucking 25 people.
I'm going
Well-
to assume instead that they know how to
Well, I mean,
fight
it's 12.
information.
Technically, it wasn't a natural one. It was
Yeah.
a 12 because they do have advantage. I don't know if that works though, because that's not. They don't have my cloak, so yeah, it'd probably be the fail.
What if we give a group of 5 essentially to each of us?
That could work too, yeah. Maybe if you guys want to position yourselves on the map, and then I can give you each a small squadron.
I mean, I appreciate it, but
Well,
the only
yeah.
thing Isabella's gonna use 5 for is
Fair.
as like a me shield.
Yeah, fair.
That's-
So
your
Isabella
prerogative.
can go. Maybe she splits hers up among the others of us, but those of us who may get closer.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's safety in numbers, and we can really attack things that come our way if we have little squadrons
I'm
with
kind of
us.
wondering, like,
I really feel
I'm
like we
look-
should keep them all together and focus our job on giving them a good opportunity to get in there and tear some kobold.
yeah, I'm almost want to just stand your ground, kind of just as they rush you, kind of thing. But I'm also wondering if maybe not like having this group here, another group down here, and then like stagger, like they throw as these waves are advancing, and then run back up the hill, and then the other.
I think
fucking
we should be
group are
doing
just-
that, not them.
Yeah,
Oh, that's very much what I'm going to be doing.
Yes.
yeah.
Just
I
kind of
think-
stand
So
at
what
the
I'm
top
saying
of
is
the hill
like,
and wait
let's
as a
not
wall.
get these guys outside their comfort zone too much. Like, they probably know how to find information in a certain way. Let's let them do that, and make sure that we give them the opportunity to be as effective as they can be through what we do to fuck them up.
Mhm. I kind of agree with
I
that. I
lost one.
think let these guys be that wall and
They'll be that
providing
the anvil, and we'll be
information.
the hammer.
Stand
Yeah.
here in the wall. Stand here in the middle. As a big group. Or not.
Gale and Whoosh can do a lot of really good, like, fast come in, do some damage, get out.
Yeah.
I can act as artillery.
But
And I think Valor can too.
Fallor, yeah, well, Fallor and Aiden, I suspect, would be better off standing with these guys, bolstering them, and
Hmm.
keeping
Yeah, that
them
makes sense.
and dealing some heavy damage to anyone that comes too close.
For point of reference, it's the sun is starting, like it's getting darker in the day. You guys have low light, a lower light. It's not darkness yet, but the sun is going down behind the mountains.
Right.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean this to become a tactical board game.
All right, we're wargaming now.
So then, are they even coming right now? Because the captive that we spoke to said they had made camp.
He escaped when they made camp, so he was able to get away on foot while
That
they
was
were
this morning,
resting.
right?
But that was, yeah,
Okay.
he said he ran for a couple hours, so it wouldn't be too far behind.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
let's keep
you're
the soldiers where they are. Or we're gonna try to disrupt any attempt they have to do ranged attack, so that, and when they close, we're gonna be there to assist them.
Okay.
So then, should Gale, Whoosh, and I kind of like be holding until the kobolds get to about here?
I think you should be focused on their commander, because if he's in a rope, he's probably a caster. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of tempted to just wait and hide, because I have like fairy fire for a large group that would help our guys,
Mm-hmm.
but
But
I
like,
can shoot once with a crossbow, with a hand crossbow.
I mean, if you get an opening, you can just like go in there and like stab that leader super hard, and then
That's
go
what I'm
out
thinking.
again.
I'm going to sit here and hide, and then wait for him to kind of be around me.
Yeah, I'm expecting you to do like guerrilla tactics from the bushes.
I'm glad that 11 was for their stealth, not mine.
I'll go over here then.
And
Okay,
then you
yeah.
can just
So not alerting
drop
them
shit.
with attacks before they get to our squad.
And I feel like
Right.
Aiden should probably be with the group to kind of help with any kind of aura and just.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could give them hella saving throws, huh?
I mean, you just gotta sit right in the middle. Right in the middle there.
Yeah.
And then they all get fucking covered.
Boom.
I would keep it like
But they're all have spears, so they kind of
Yeah,
have
they're
to
sort
like
of
spread
here-
out a bit.
in my
Yeah.
mind, they're sort of here to deal with the horde of kobolds, where you guys are going to want to, like you said, focus your
Focus on-
energy on the leaders.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fodder to fight fodder.
We want to stretch them out a bit longer.
Yeah, because we don't want anyone slipping through necessarily.
Yeah, we can probably put them too deep.
Yeah, too deep seems fine.
What's the reach on spears?
5.
It's,
They could
it's
throw
20
them?
It's 5. They can throw them 20.
Then they lose their spear.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm saying they have 2. They have 1 to
Okay,
throw
that-
and 1
okay.
to
I was even
fight for.
even like to kind of treat with, but yeah, they could like launch a volley and then
I didn't think
They had
about
to.
the weapons it would have.
I'll be right back.
so like the guy. We'll see.
That's
this
not too
goes.
bad. That's
I
a
mean, Bruce
pretty
the
good
one who's
wall.
had to roll 25 fucking attack rolls. So
Oh, I probably won't.
you probably have an idea what you're doing.
As far as positioning for the rest of you, are you happy with where you are?
Yeah, if this is a bush, then Wush is kind of hidden
This is
inside
for
of it.
me.
If this is a
This
bush,
is for
I'm
me.
not
Come on,
sure.
come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, that is
That's
that is a bush.
Nice.
27.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your own stealth check, Julie.
Okay. Right here. Nope. Okay, fuck.
She's standing on top of the bush.
Facing the rock. I can't see them. They can't see
She's doing
me.
some sort of like monk balancing thing, which is super impressive, but not stealthy at all.
Yeah.
Be
I
the
like
air.
that. I like
Be
that.
the air.
Just
Okay.
a question, should we split the group along the path so that they don't like run into Aiden and Fowler standing in the middle of the pass?
Oh, do you want to be behind the line of skirmish?
I'm back.
Well, I want to head them.
No, I was thinking like you see the path. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because the kobolds aren't going to stick to the path necessarily.
Actually, we should probably meet them on the first hill,
And then I almost feel like retreating a
and
bit.
then
Having-
yeah, retreat if we
having
need.
a few people meet them and pull
Yeah.
back with like ranged and then pull back. And then as they get to that point,
Woof!
Oh,
this
Whoa.
group that were
There you
already
go.
higher can range down, and then by the time the first group is pulled back, everyone's got their second set of spears. I don't know.
Yeah, like 12 up front, 12 in the back.
Okay.
Just kind of like ranged, kill a few.
Well, the thing is,
here.
I can't really treat them as a real range group because they only have one spear.
They have one spear to throw. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like kind of like
But
But
there's
lose
I
a
like-
give it a bit
volley.
of distance so they can do it, but like they're
Yeah,
not
with
going to
the
be all the way.
cannier.
They're not going to be all the way up the second drop because they need to be able to fill the holes in the line if anything happens.
And they can only shoot out to here.
Yeah.
So the first group will shoot spears as soon as anyone enters that 20-foot range, and then they'll move back, and then the second group can throw
We'll
their
say-
spears.
Yeah, we'll say, well, because they have the height advantage too, we'll say they can definitely get the range, like probably more, because it's going downhill, it'll be probably more like 25 feet,
Oh, okay.
just because they're throwing downhill.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the line there where they'd be able to make their toss. Okay. We'll leave this like this for now. Because unless you guys have any more ideas. I'll get the two in front who are in the center, so Aiden and Fowler. I'll get you guys to roll perception check.
Technically, Gil is further ahead of us, and so is Woosh.
I is hiding.
That's true.
Woosh is behind everybody right now.
Yeah, but that's just because we move forward. I think you were going to take position ahead of us still.
There's a bush ahead of us.
I'll say if you guys want to make. Well, I'll get everyone to roll a perception check because there's so much going on.
Nice, Valor.
Nothing.
Sometimes I get it.
When it counts, Tinox, when it counts.
No, definitely not when it counts.
So you guys are Gale and Woosh are too. Well, Gale, you're too obscured to really get a good view, but you can hear things. Woosh, maybe not the best hidden, but you're definitely in a place that's having your view blocked. We'll say for the time being. But again, you'll hear them coming. Fowler?
Yes?
As the sun kind of turns to red and purple behind you, you do see the convoy making its way down the trail.
Does the sun set in the south in this world?
It's
I'm
no,
sorry.
it's to the
You didn't say the sun was behind them.
yeah, it's going down behind the mountains, which is the north of the map, which is actually the west.
Okay.
The top of the map, you mean?
The top of the map is west.
Yes. Feller
And
sees him and tries to gesture to Gale, but he doesn't know where Gale is anymore, so he just kind of gesture in general.
So I'll just move all these tokens to the front.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice. Well played.
What I think I'll get you guys to do, I do like the idea of each controlling 5. So what I'll do is I'll get each of you to roll a d20. I'll get you to roll for like the tokens. So what's their attack? I'll get you to roll.
Just, I mean, this is a really nitpicky question.
Yeah.
But because we were waiting in ambush, could they have their attacks readied?
Yeah, they would be attacking from. Well, actually, let me make a couple perception rolls. I actually got to get these tokens up anyway. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer now.
And so it begins.
Yeah.
I have things.
Keep some things for later.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
true.
perception.
These are just kobolds.
But I feel like dragon breath would be pretty handy right here.
On this, probably.
Or breath weapon.
Perception's wisdom, right?
Yes.
Okay, they actually have disadvantage because it is still light out. So
Oh.
actually, yeah, so you guys will be able to make your attack rolls with advantage because it's going to be like a surprise round for the spear throw.
Sweet.
So
Nice.
each of you roll a d20 and add +3 to the attack.
Spear throwers suck.
Shit, guys.
Wow, this is going great.
Come on.
Come on, Isabella. What the hell?
Wow.
Dude, ladies Silverhand sent us like the worst troop she could
Oh
find.
no.
At first, I imagined these guys as like professionals. Now I'm picturing them as like this is the useless team.
Oh my god.
All right.
A bunch of greens.
So
Oh
mean-
no.
they technically. I said it's with advantage, guys, because they have
Oh, I didn't hear. Oh,
They-
I didn't hear. Forgot
Oh.
about that.
because
Oh, so we
they're
get
in
to
stealth.
roll again.
It's a surprise round. Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
good.
sneak attack. I forgot. I'm like, oh, those are
Ah!
awful
Hey, we got one.
because
Well,
they
13
all missed
13 might
except
be
for
good.
Gales.
Ooh,
Gales
nice.
is the only
Well,
one that hit.
way to go,
Isabella.
Isabella.
Oh
win.
man.
Level 21. So 2 groups.
Okay. Did you all roll your second roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, we're
Um,
about to get slaughtered.
So Gale and Isabella. We'll go roll for damage now.
Also, how do you
Actually, no, we won't. Go ahead. Sorry.
how do you erase drawings on the board?
You can select them
Um,
with your mouse and delete them.
Or you can do clear drawing. I think on the drop down.
Yeah, that works too.
There we go. Thanks.
Okay, we'll say because Gale's there. Oh my god, this is so hard. Oh, you can't do that. Okay, I'm just gonna have to delete them. Yeah, so no, it wasn't a complete waste of a surprise attack. So now we will go into a. Oh, and Falor, you do see coming up in the rear. He's behind the cart still, but I'll put him on the token. He's walking in between the two carts. You see the female half black dragon with her two guard drakes flanking her side. So we will go to a initiative
Beautiful.
at this point.
Wow.
Guys,
The
my
initiative
rolls
of
are on
0.
fire tonight.
You just don't go at all.
Yeah, if you get a perfect 0, I think you just stand there the whole time.
No,
it
I just
started?
wait.
Huh?
I just want to see what everyone else is doing first, and then I'll decide.
Oh, I see. It's on purpose.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
It's just, you
That's
know, my
what
friend
generals
is waiting.
do.
That's why your pants are upside down. Inside out.
Well, you know.
Everyone rolled initiative. Ooh. Okay. Wasn't expecting. What?
Our awesome
Where'd the turn
rolls.
order go?
Did I fucking? I closed it. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, I ordered it. Just close it. I just gotta load up these other character sheets.
I don't think this is gonna work out so well for us.
Yeah, guys, this
It'll
is
be fine.
our rolls
Mostly
are
fine.
Believe.
rough tonight.
You guys worry too much.
And if it slightly bad, you could just do what you guys are good at and run away.
During daylight, that means
If it works.
every kobold has disadvantage.
Yep, it's pretty
Yep.
good.
Like this, sunlight sensitivity.
They're probably moving during the day and attacking at night. But anyway, this feller or this fela.
Fella.
Is that the equivalent?
You see this interesting looking half dragon. You see the tail coming out from below the robes, but instead of that, instead of the black scaled and mouthful of sharp teeth like you did with her sibling, this dragon is wearing a mask that seems to be made of
Human skin.
no. Why can't I think of the name of the stuff it's made of now?
Porcelain?
Black.
Jet?
Obsidian.
Onyx is obsidian is actually like a black obsidian skeletal mask with two large steel horns curving down along the side of it,
That's pretty cool.
similar to that of the face of a black dragon.
Hey Whoosh, we found new bling for you.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. So this dragon's actually going to run up to here and
Come back behind the cart.
sorry, having a hard time. It's hard to cycle through. I really miss having two screens. It's going to use caustic bolt against one of the. Oh yeah, she spits out a caustic bolt, and it just melts this poor little guard next to you, Aiden. Acid.
Oh no.
Dead.
Dead or dying?
Shit.
He's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, the acid continues to melt through his armor, and as well as what else does he do?
Get misgendered, apparently.
Oh god.
It's hard getting rid of stereotypes, alright? Evil generals are usually male.
This person can do a lot. I should have read over all of her abilities right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a good cop out, bro. She's just so surprised she doesn't know what else she can do for this round.
She's actually going to step back behind the cart, like the doc suggested. Gale.
I'm going to hold my turn.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to move these creatures here because I said they were flanking her. You're going to hold your turn?
Yes, I need the bad guys to be closer to me. I was kind of hoping for the, wait for like the fallback up back to the hill, or if we're doing that, I don't know. I'm not gonna jump those guys alone. Actually, you can always. No. Okay, what's the distance on this? Actually, I wasn't gonna hide because I can just hide again after I'm done. And try and fairy fire everyone in that back heart.
Okay.
It's 20.
Nice.
I get both Drakes.
Can't get both Drakes?
No, but I want to get at least get. This is the boss right?
Yeah.
I want to get
Those four?
everything in this.
It's a dex
20
save?
foot cube.
That's 25 feet you're making. That's five. That's 5 boxes. It's because you're calculating his movement. It's not movement. You start at 0, but the 0 counts.
Oh, I see. So you want to get the boss and one
It's
guard
4
drake
boxes
and
by
one.
4 boxes.
Then I guess, yeah, I'll try and get the bots.
This one might be the best you can get.
Get more?
Actually, yeah. You get how many? So these top 3 for sure.
Yeah. Hard to see where the actual lines are. Yeah, like my square.
Oh. Okay. Whoops.
Because this is only at 4 opposed to just 3.
I
Yeah,
got you.
I'll go with what.
No, I can fix it quickly.
And the DC isn't high. 14.
They actually
low.
they all failed.
Oh, what? Oh, well, then I get a bonus
Nice.
action. Stealth it, yeah.
Okay.
With a 28, I'm even more hidden than I was before.
Boom.
There's a poof poof. Little,
It's like,
it's like a
Oh.
neon green kind of light just shines on them all now.
Actually,
Oh.
yeah.
Is there a counter spell coming? No.
What does it do? Give you advantage on the next?
My cloak is what? What are you talking about?
The fairy fire. I just want to
Oh, yeah, it's advantage to attack.
for a minute.
Yeah.
Concentration.
Yeah, it's gonna allow it. Okay. You're moving back.
I'm hiding. I'm just stuck my finger out, did it, and then I'm just right back down.
Okay.
I still want to wait for them to move forward so I can just go.
I'm gonna drive him into you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
They're
All
coming
right.
your way.
Now it's the kobold's turn.
I feel like that's the first time I've actually got Fairy Fire to work, let alone on everyone I targeted.
I think it worked on the black spider.
Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, it did. Oof. That was such a fucking beatdown.
Oh man, it made me so happy. Hug that guy.
Write my report. What? Door opens. And then he's got 6 people on his. What, he lasted 2 rounds? Or did he even last a round?
Which time?
Second time.
I'm pretty sure we just. I don't think he got around.
Yeah,
He
I think
got
it
one.
only,
Because he got
it
stunned.
only went one
He
round.
got stunned.
He did cast something, but he got stunned.
So he at least lasted 12 seconds.
So I'm gonna make. Make 3 attacks. Okay.
Still up in the air as to what my.
The kobolds like engage with a lot of soldiers and some of them take some damage. They come in swinging. Okay. Fowler.
Phandelver. Phandelver is going to cast silence on the area around the coach. Told you I'd drive them forward.
Okay. Silence, you say?
Yes.
20-foot range. Okay. Right, there's no save, they're just in at 20-foot. Huh.
Okay, well I can't actually extend it down all the way
Yeah.
over there, but you get it.
I get it, yeah. Interesting, okay. Wise movement. Okay.
I will.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I think that's all I'm doing for now. Standing there with my shield up.
Okay then. The guard drakes. Did you re-hide?
I did with a 28.
Okay.
He is very well hidden. Whoosh on the other end is not hidden at all.
No.
Oh, 30 feet. I'm like just moving them up. I'm like, no, I guess I should actually legitimately how far they can move.
Bring it.
He's using the dash to get into combat with you, so he won't be able to.
It's cool.
That
This
guy
one,
looks
this one's just
the
gonna stay with
easiest
his
to take
master.
down.
Whoosh.
Wish is gonna go ahead and start whittling away on these, the guys on the bottom here. She's
Yeah.
gonna first attack this guy with a first short sword attack.
Just picturing Whoosh just going, one hit dead, moving forward, one hit dead, moving
10
forward,
actually,
one hit.
10 actually does miss.
Chop, 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 chop. all the way
I'm
through.
gonna do another short sword attack.
Ah, see?
Okay. Which one were you attacking? Sorry, the one directly.
This one right here,
Okay,
right in front of her.
he's dead for sure.
And then
So
she's
you're
gonna
gonna
take a
cleave that
step
one in half.
forward and start
goes
doing a
Luke.
flurry of blows on this
Alright.
one.
Pat,
Yep.
pat, pat, pat.
Lawnmower. It's just a lawnmower. Come on.
That one misses, unfortunately.
That one doesn't.
That one hits.
And let's see, what action do I want to use on that one?
You already used both your actions.
Oh, she's gonna be using a open hand technique move there.
Oh.
I can't take reactions until the next of my turn then. So if the guys want to back out, this guy can't attack any of them.
They're not gonna back out.
No.
Really? Okay.
We want them to be standing there.
Okay, I thought they were gonna be moving back.
Kinda
I thought
more.
that's what was the plan.
That was the plan if
Oh,
we start
yeah.
getting
If
like
we did a
overwhelmed.
good job.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's so far so good.
Not that shit prone.
Yeah, prone
Yeah.
then. I just
Okay.
misunderstood what was intended.
Deck save.
Yeah.
I'm picturing the push it up to 15 feet away, where all you really did was kick it over the other kobolds.
No, into the other kobolds.
Bowl into
Do
it.
it.
Well, I can
What's
see
the
into might have like
saving
a
throw, Julie?
chance to not go as far.
Thought I put it down, but hang on, let me recalculate it. What would be the recalculations? I should really write that down on that thing here.
It's on your sheet under the spells tab.
It might not be for monks.
Should
What's
be
your
still
what's your wisdom?
3.
That'll be 14 as well. That's where mine's at. now,
Probably,
anyway,
yeah.
so-
Yeah, it's 14.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
yeah,
write
that
it down
one
on this.
resists being knocked prone.
Okay then, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Tough little
She did
kobold.
did some damage anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Let's see what
Isabella.
the artillery can do. No pressure.
So I'll come around the corner of the bush
Yep.
and
Meteor, 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 meteor.
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm going to summon my Hound of Ill Omen over here.
Oh,
Gets to play.
Okay.
he actually gets to do something.
Hopefully.
I forgot about that guy. I do even have him.
Oh, there
Yay.
it is.
How much health does he have
Uppers.
nowadays?
Like 1.
3, thank you very much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So goofy to have like your level 6 class thing to be just 3 HP.
Mm-hmm. So he gets his own initiative, and he's targeting the half dragon.
What's harassing feature is not a damage dealing.
That's my dog.
Woot.
Okay.
Doggo.
So that was my bonus action, and as my action, I'm going to cast meteors
Okay.
and send 2 right here.
Okay. DC. So dexterity save.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not how much range sorcerers can have.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a total of 22?
21
21.
if they take full damage.
Actually, the half dragon does take both. This guy's just dead.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
I'll pop back around behind the bush.
Yeah.
Not doing too well on their dexterity saving throws back there.
No, she's got a good one too.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
Yep.
Waterdeep soldiers.
Waterdeep soldiers.
Half of them are behind the lines, so
I imagine they're gonna move forward and replace any holes. Like this guy.
Our poor little duder who died.
put him in the graveyard over there.
While we do the
2,
same for the
3.
kobolds covering whoosh. He's just an Ets now. Chess pieces.
Good call.
He's gone.
Whoosh. Got whooshed away.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'll roll their attack this time.
Let's me close the dice roller.
Unless you guys would like it.
No, it's fine.
Go ahead.
I mean, we did such
mean-
a great job.
Yeah, right.
It depends, Bruce. Whose dice is going to be better? Because ours was pretty epic last time.
Pretty impressive, actually. Like, wow.
I know, for all of us to fail twice,
Like-
except for Isabella.
That was 10 rolls, and 8 of them were under
Well-
10.
5 of them got critical hits, and 5 of them got critical failures.
Well then.
Well,
So,
You give any thought to replacing your dice?
I mean... I guess that was really all of them in... I'll kill one more.
Yeah.
Alright,
Hey, Aiden gets to do something.
Aiden. On round 0.
right, here we go, guys. Okay, so...
I mean, technically the dog gets to go before you.
well,
that's
why
right.
don't you let him go, actually?
What is he doing? Just harassing the...
He takes the most direct path to his target and attacks.
And I think it's 40 feet.
30, I believe.
Who was it, Dardit?
The mage, presumably.
I'll stop.
Yes.
Boss Dragon.
It's 30?
Oh, sorry, 50.
Oh, okay, then yeah, he can
I
hit
was
him.
just.
No problem. Okay, now Aiden.
Okay.
What else, does he get to attack?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was just a ghost.
No, he's
that was
just gonna
annoying.
go there.
Okay,
Just go there and be a
Go there
decoy.
and hang out.
Jesus.
We're trying to
what-
redeem the villains by the use of good puppers.
What are his attacks? Is it the same stats as it?
Yeah, it's the
All right.
bite attack.
I was halfway
Yes.
gonna say Isabel doesn't know because she
So
never
that
got that
hits.
far.
Yeah, exactly.
Ouch.
Nice.
All right. All right.
And then I don't know if it does the prone feature.
Say it doesn't.
It says it has this stat block.
Let me look at the stat block here.
Well, like the direwolf has the succeed on a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Yeah, it does. DC 13. Okay, that one it makes.
I figured.
Okay.
And while the hound is within 5 feet of the target has disadvantage on saving throws against any spell that I cast. Never mind.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
Yeah.
he even had advantage to hit the guy actually.
Oh yeah.
Does
Does
he? There's no other
my
ally
fairy
next to
fire.
him.
That's
Oh,
what my-
that's right.
Oh,
about fairy fire.
nice.
I forgot about that too. Now it's legitimately Aiden's turn. A lot of moving parts here. Sorry.
Right, fair enough. So Aiden's gonna attack the guy right in front of him. I may need your guys' help again to walk through the paladin attacks, because as I was rereading them, I was like,
Alright,
oh my
so-
god, there's a lot of shit going on.
Roll your attack.
So, yeah, I'm gonna slash him with the glaive.
Mhm.
And then I get an extra attack.
That's right.
That
You get,
hits. Yep.
you get a second attack.
And
Those both
then,
hit.
don't I get divine smite?
You can
you
use
want
it,
to.
or you could save it for later.
Dude, is this guy dying? Like, I slash him twice. Oh, do I have to make the choice now?
You have to decide to use it on the attack. Yeah, on the attack.
And
So
I
if
only
you want,
do I
But
only
you
get
can
to
only
use
do
it
it on
once?
your second one now because you haven't used it on the first one.
Right. Do I only get to use it once?
You can use it
No.
once per attack.
every
Wait.
attack. Yeah.
You have to expend a spell slot to do so.
Yeah.
Most of my spells kind of suck, so.
Yeah.
Kind of. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but you don't have
well.
many of them, so
Well, I have 7 right now.
7.
If you want
Yeah.
to use, if you want to use one, I'd say sure.
Yeah, go ahead then.
Well, because, yeah, I have 4 level 1 spell slots and then 3 level 2 spell slots.
Yeah.
And this is our big fight, and this
It's
is
a big
one
fight.
of the lieutenants.
I guess we are level 7.
Yeah. Pretty badass.
Okay, then yeah, go ahead and use the one you want to use.
You can
jeez.
either just use Divine Smite, generic, or you can use bonus
you-
action to use one of the.
If you wanted to use one of your spells, you should have cast it first, but I'm sure we can.
Yeah, I'd be okay with. If you have a specific smite smell, you'd smite smell.
So for future reference, if I have a specific smite spell, I should use that first and then use my glaives.
That's right.
Okay.
If you use it second, it can still count, but it will count towards your next turn.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's basically a self buff.
Or you can just use the generic one just for straight up radiant damage.
And you can do that and use your actual generic one on top of it.
Yeah, you can.
That's what you
Oh,
did on
yeah.
the dragon.
Oh yeah. So, okay.
But I think
so
that would be a bit
which-
overkill here.
So I'll just use divine smite now.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Okay, thanks, Canuck.
You're welcome. That's a grand total
Okay.
of 26 damage.
It was yeah. You cut into it. And you wound it grievously with your glaives. It's looking bloodied. Just for point of reference again,
Ooh.
bloodied means it's like a DM term for it being
Under
towards
half health.
under half health. Yeah,
Originated for 4th edition, where it was an actual game mechanic.
an actual thing. Yeah, I like it.
4th ed had a lot of really cool mechanical. It was a really tight system.
Okay, before then you're gonna stay there, I assume. Movement wise.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is going to use its legendary action to make a melee attack against the hound, since it can't get away from it.
Aww.
It's just in Dragon Cultists hate dogs.
It's dead.
Cool.
Sorry,
Yep.
I'm not intentionally doing it just so you never get to use it.
Uh-huh.
It's just what the. I
I mean,
didn't
that's
use
what
any.
the thing is made for. Like,
I mean, it did a little bit of damage,
yeah,
so that's good.
let's not kid ourselves.
It just sucks that it like costs
So
almost
much.
half of my sorcery points to use when I could be using like meta magic instead.
Maybe you should
Yeah.
be using meta magic instead.
It's such a
Maybe.
really bust. It should have more HP.
It's because it's not made for combat. It's made for like if you're
Oh,
chasing
here he
someone.
comes.
Because it goes through all towards its target and it just keeps at them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um. This guy is going to. What is it? That's too far, I think.
I imagine her like walking forwards, like making useless babble until like she starts hearing herself, and now she's like, okay, now I can cast.
Yeah, exactly. Fowler, she's going to spit
Bring
a
it.
caustic bolt at you, similar to the one you saw
Sure.
melt that soldier. 26
To hit?
to hit.
Yeah, that does hit.
Oh, Fowler.
Bah.
12 acid damage.
Just it hits you and just runs down your face,
Yeah.
and then
Ugh.
you just keep staring at her. Face doesn't change.
And then that's going to end its turn for now.
Take it on my shield.
Hey, Gale.
Ooh,
Come on, Gail.
my turn. It's my turn.
It's your turn. And look,
Look at
look where the
someone-
boss is.
Look,
Look.
look where I am.
It's almost like she can't retreat back behind the card and still cast.
And stab.
And it's still.
Oh.
Look at those sneak attack damage dice.
Gale is waiting for this moment.
And another.
Yeah.
Sneak
then
attack
we-
is double.
That's a lot of
Just for fun of it.
damage.
Eh.
Yeah.
I would rather just. So
They're not great, but they're good.
29 damage in one hit.
Wow.
Yeah, she's looking.
I mean, this
definitely
is what I
bloodied
take.
now.
This is what I take for not getting more road. My sneak attack's a little low.
A little bit. Now what?
I'm going to far away for you. A whoosh. Have inspiration. Then I'm gonna just jump back over the rock. As I can.
What's up, dude?
It gets an attack of opportunity then, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
Because of his cast feature.
Swashbuckler.
Mm-hmm.
He attacked successfully, so he.
It doesn't even have to be a successful attack.
Well,
it
okay,
just-
he attacked, so he can't be made attacks of opportunity against.
probably a little.
He cannot be opportunistically attacked.
And then this is on Gale. Or Whoosh. I gave this to Whoosh.
Okay.
Technically, how far did I move?
Let's see here. How do you do that? How do you do the shape drop?
Technically, if I really wanted to, I got even further back behind the guy. Like, oh, thanks! With my, boost of speed to get all of that. Over the rock.
I can just
down
jump
here.
over the whole line.
She's going to use a legendary action to cast darkness around herself.
Counter spell.
Ooh.
I
Counterspelling
said
it?
it without mumble.
Ooh.
What's the range on counterspell? I'm gonna have to be that dick.
Oh,
60 feet.
60 feet.
I mean, you can still see
Sorry.
through it, right? You can still see through it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, yeah, you can.
Me?
Yep. Don't you have Devil's Sight or something?
I do. Eyes of the Dark.
Technically, in
I think
I
that's.
think it's just I can see through the darkness that I cast.
No.
I don't think it's other magical darkness.
Oh, actually, it's not special Dark Vision. I'm thinking of the Warlock class feature. The
Yeah.
Warlock Invocation. Yeah, never mind. You can't see through it.
I mean,
you just cast
you
it.
can cast darkness if you want as
You can
well.
cast darkness, and you can see through normal darkness, but
True.
not magical darkness.
With you can see through the darkness created by the spell. If you cast it with sorcery point.
Yeah, if I cast darkness with my sorcerer's points, then I can see through that darkness.
Yeah.
She's like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't want to be here anymore.
Whoosh.
Okay.
17 to hit
Yes, that hits.
and 12
That does not hit.
and 7. Okay, so you take 4 piercing damage from the Cobalt Dagger. The 3 of them surround you, but you're able to easily deflect most of their blows.
She
Doesn't make her
dancing.
split.
Which one hit her, by the way?
Yeah. Point out this MFer.
This one.
That one? Okay.
Interested minds want to know. Inquiry is the word. Shit.
Good thing these soldiers have good armor.
Wouldn't last long otherwise.
And this other soldier dies. Oof. That one's double dead. He, this one kobold kind of wraps himself around crawls up around the back of the soldier and gets behind him and
Oh,
stabs
no.
him from behind. One more. Yeah, 3
Oh, no.
soldiers right in a row.
Oof.
But Phandelver.
All right. Time for
Gosh dang it.
some gosh dang it.
Gosh dang it.
Counterspell. Whatever Fowler's doing, he's not doing it.
And he is within 60 feet.
Am I?
I think so.
Oh yeah. No, you see, when things are darkest, that's when you need to spirit guardians.
Mm.
So Fowler is gonna move over here. Seems good.
Just walk forward. Put razor blades around you.
Wisdom save.
Let's make that here. That seems good.
And that's when he's within the range, right?
Yeah, so then I walk over there and I cast it.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, hang on. That should have been the description.
I'd like to think that the boss doesn't know it's there, and she'll step forward to cast and get even.
No, she's in the range. She's gonna be like inner darkness taking damage.
When does the effect trigger on her turn?
Yeah, that's what I'm checking. Will deflate for a distance of 15 feet around me. The first time a creature enters the area or starts its turn there, it must make a Wisdom saving throw, or take
Okay.
3d8 radiant damage. And
Sounds good.
an affected creature's speed is halved in that area.
Okay.
On the successful save, they take half the damage.
Does this end your silence?
Yes.
Okay.
Hang on, is it concentration? I think it is, but yeah, it is. So it does end the silence.
Okay. Good to know. The guard drakes.
There's an aura feature you can put on yourself.
Oh, that's right. I forget. Is it about? Yeah, it's around me.
Oh boy.
Okay, so this one
Well,
has to
he's-
make a wisdom save. Because he willingly entered the guardian. He used his dash to get there. Okay, you can roll damage for the guardian drake. Guard drake.
That'll roll a 13 when he flipped it. Oh, never mind.
Oh, oh,
Nope, that's fine too.
If I were
Yeah.
rolling it again.
yeah. This one's still engaged with Hayden.
Rawr.
Except I apparently can't make that aura work. Weird. It's just not appearing.
Where?
Let's just try to circle again.
Pain.
Does 19 hit
I got
Hayden?
it.
Yes.
4 piercing damage.
Tell it how
Okay.
big.
He reaches out with his tail to bite. Does 16 hit?
No.
He swings his tail around to bludgeon you, but you're able to parry it with your sword. You have sword and shield? You have two-handed weapon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dang, look at that aura.
Yeah, 52.
Okay, whoosh.
I can't see it.
Alright,
Good.
Whoosh is gonna swing her revenge swing.
It's just on the
Very bottom.
edit token when just click on
I
it.
know
On
where
this
it is.
one.
I don't know.
It's not appearing for me even when you do it.
Oh,
Oh, interesting.
maybe it's personal thing.
What's up, Julie? Oh, wow.
She killed something.
Something hit her?
That
Something died.
is a dead thing.
Yep. And she's gonna turn around and target this guy now.
That was with your sword?
Yeah, short
Yeah,
sword,
you're
and
making
she's
quick work of these kobolds.
she's swinging
as
short
always.
sword again.
Mhm.
Nice.
That definitely hits. Which one, sorry?
Moot Slayer.
Okay.
And then she's activating Flurry of Blows. On that one.
Okay. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Boom.
That's
And
Julie's
that
arc
one.
right there.
That one misses.
That one
You
misses.
have inspiration.
You do.
Shit,
You
yeah.
can roll a 1d6.
She'll use that.
Sure. Roll for
14.
damage.
Nice.
Oh yeah. You
There's
gotta
a little
look
lava.
over.
Wah, 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 wah.
And
So
then
her point of view
she's
is very impressed and kind of.
she's gonna move around and put herself in the line here. Actually, right here.
You just see a tornado of feathers and feet and 4 kobolds drop to the ground.
I wouldn't worry about those guys too much.
All right. Good turn, Isabella.
So this yellow square is the darkness.
Yep.
Correct.
Like 15 feet by 15 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, it would be. It would be more centered around here. I just kind of should move it.
I know exactly what you're
correctly.
thinking. Do it.
Yeah,
Plop, plop.
I'm sending 2 meteors right into the middle.
I see.
Because it will affect all
Nice.
of those spaces.
All right. Yeah, that would work. Dex save.
Aren't AoE spells fun?
Yeah.
So she
Meters
takes,
is a strong one.
you can't quite tell if they contact, but
The smell of burning
does she take
flesh.
half damage?
If she succeeds.
Yeah. So 8 in total.
She has to make a concentration check.
Yes. What's const?
Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, you shoot the meteors in there, and then you see the darkness fade.
Sweet. I'm
Sweet.
going to use my action to cast Scorching Ray. All 3 bolts at her.
Fucking
Do
meters
it!
is such a great spell.
Makes me wonder why I
Woo!
bothered with the spirits, really.
All of which even had advantage.
Don't know how to delete the square.
Yeah, it's probably a fitting
Select
grab.
it with your select move
Press the
tool.
delete button once it's highlighted. But then
Ah, there we go.
There we
Just
go.
couldn't get it without getting something else. Wow.
Click on it.
I'm not too worried about not being
Where's-
able to deal out
They
damage.
all
Just we've got 2 other people who can do that.
I accidentally closed her.
Stop. She's dead.
She's dead. That's what it means.
She's so freaking done.
Well done,
I'm pretty
in fact.
sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they all hit. Yeah, they do. What's the total?
16, 5,
21.
21.
For 25 damage.
Okay. Yeah. How do you want to do that?
Isabella, nice!
That's exactly the damage needed to.
So when the meteors land, it's like they burn the darkness away. And as
Nice.
the smoke kind of lifts in front of the half dragon, she just sees 3 scorching rays pummeling straight towards her.
Okay.
I love it.
Her purple robes ignite in flames, and she falls over in a burnt husk, and the only thing remaining on the corpse that's visible is the jet black onyx mask and the jet black onyx blade she was clutching in her hand with the ruby inset pommel.
Interesting.
Is that a short sword?
I would have been up here.
No, it's huge. It's probably
Okay,
taller than
never
you are.
mind.
Isabella just kind of like
That sounds like an 8
brushes
weapon.
her,
Brush the shoulder off.
yeah, brushes her robes off and is like, man, I didn't even cast mage armor for this fight. What's with this family?
It's the
Ooh,
Literal
some
burn.
disrespect.
it's the first creature I have had to use legendary action with, but you can't it doesn't have movement with legendary action.
I bet you can give it a legendary action for movement.
That's true. I could have. I just wanted to run it as written. Like I noticed movement is a legendary action for a lot of creatures, except not this one.
Well, it's kind of weak.
Yeah, it's not. It's. Yeah.
Well,
I wanted to hit something with the sword. Aiden.
All right. I'm gonna
The
attack the thing in front of me again.
yeah.
Cause you know the big bad's gone. Thanks, Isabella.
No problem. No biggie.
MBD.
Phandelver's like, right
Wow.
click.
All right.
Okay, here's the tip. If you
Yeah.
add your smite damage to a crit, it gets doubled too.
It gets doubled.
Oh
this is
shit.
when you
okay.
wait for your divine smites.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it
The
now.
free ones that just, oh yeah, I want to use it. Pump as many as you
Ooh.
want it. You can do as many as you want, can't you?
No, you can
No?
just do one.
Just one?
I'm pretty sure.
So
If you do a higher
So that's
spell slot,
36
then it's more
damage, right?
That's right.
yeah. So that would be yeah. As the we'll say as the creature swings out with its tail, you cleave its tail off the creature and then come back from the parry and then just implant your sword into the chest cavity of the creature, filling it in a one blow. The top of the round would have been Resmir's turn, but she is dead, and
Toast.
seeing this, the kobolds are looking ready to flee, the few that remain. Gale.
Oh hey.
Oh, hey.
There's still a dog right next to me that might.
Definitely the most threatening thing on the battlefield right now.
You might want to get in front of that guy. Yeah. Excuse me. Face tab and 10.
Yeah, how do you want me to manage the movement? Like,
You can move through friendlies.
you're fine with me just going diagonally here?
Yeah.
Okay.
In this case, yeah.
I'm kind of not a fan of getting into the middle of this shit, but I'm still gonna stab.
Don't worry about it.
We don't have
The,
flanking anymore.
That's correct. That still means three things that happen.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna stab it.
Remember, they're all going to take
Stab
damage at the start of their turn.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Oh,
only top.
That misses.
That's fine. I have a. On my data.
Don't you?
No.
Oh, you don't have two attacks
I-
because you multiclassed, right?
I wouldn't have gotten it anyway.
rogues don't.
but
Right, they don't. Yeah.
I have an offhand dagger.
That is.
Sneak attack.
Boom!
Oh. That's a pretty good sneak attack.
Yeah, this one's looking fairly bloodied. You miss with the rapier, and then you just come down with a
Fuck these dragon dogs.
swipe.
Bad memories.
Oh, that's right, they did, yeah.
Wisdom save, right?
For the poison?
For
Oh,
the
for the- Yeah,
What
it's,
kind
a,
of-
it's a DC 15 way wisdom save.
what kind of guardians do you have?
I was going to like, they look like carved dwarven faces,
I think that's
like-
what you said last time. Yeah.
like you'd expect to see in, on the tomb.
That's cool.
Mausoleum.
Okay.
A bunch of dwarven. It feels like the dwarven wisps.
Yeah,
where they had
kind
the
of.
face on them, but
But like super
angry
super
beards.
stylized, you know, kind of like the Elder Scroll dwarves.
Go ahead and roll for damage. As they all begin to flee and they run through your.
are they calm or are they angry?
You see the dwarven guardian
No, that's not a very good
chiseled
roll.
face. They were all goblins, don't have much health.
Yeah, so they take 8 damage, and
Yeah. You see these flying dwarven.
Their speed is also halved within the field.
They're all eviscerated within the guardian spirits.
Oh.
Jeez, all right.
Yeah. So the swirling guardian spirits seek out the last remaining creatures and do away with them.
That'd be all of them.
Okay.
Oh, no.
There was one. That was
Jesus
out of it.
Christ!
Yeah, but he went to flee with the others, and he. Either way.
Oh, he went through it.
Yeah. Either way.
That seems like a really bad idea.
Either the guardian spirits would have got him, or Julie's attack of opportunity. So.
That's true.
Yeah.
And now it's the guardian Drake's turn,
Yep,
and he's in there. So
he sure is.
he rolls an extra one, right? Wow, 2. Okay.
Oh, sometimes my spells work.
13 damage.
13 radiant.
All right, he's looking fairly weak, but like a cornered animal, he's going to just lash out at you, Fowler.
That's fine. I accept this.
Does a 22 and a 23 hit?
Both hit, yes.
7 piercing from as it bites at you, and 5 bludgeoning from its tail.
Another 12 damage.
Whoosh.
Wish is gonna jump on the dog, and she's gonna try to do a stunning strike of. Okay, that
looking
first
very,
short
very
sword doesn't hit.
Jumps on the dog.
12 does not hit either, unfortunately. Ooh.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, no. Do you want to burn a point?
I'm gonna burn a point for a stunning. What is it? Flurry of blows, I guess. Does a 15 hit?
Can you use flurry of blows if you don't hit with a melee attack?
I'd imagine.
Probably not. Hang on, let me see.
Well, it just says immediately after you take the attack action.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
so
there you go.
you couldn't do it if you'd already used your bonus action because it's no longer immediately after.
Right, because the unarmed strike is... No, the unarmed strike is...
It's a
Free.
bonus.
It's the bonus action.
Doesn't martial arts give you a free unarmed
Martial
strike?
arts gets you a bonus action. Martial arts strike,
Gotcha.
but instead you can use your flurry of blows to get 2 unarmed
Right,
strikes.
maybe
Okay,
it's too
well-
late to use it, or
It probably is.
okay, never mind. Then she doesn't hit anything.
No problem.
No,
You
it
hit
really
a lot
matters.
of things.
Next turn, there's gonna be like a firebolt streaking out of the sky.
Isabella is still from behind the top of the hill, off away from the fray.
Team Dragon Cultist blasting off again.
I guess she'll just start wandering down the battlefield because things are wrapping up.
Oh gosh.
She'll throw a firebolt towards the dog.
Oh, don't
Okay.
get cocky.
All right.
Hey!
Nice.
Alright. Roll for damage.
Hey!
Nice.
I take it back. Do get cocky more often.
Yeah. Isabella's got this.
Alright. So
There we go.
the dragon guard drake catches on fire and falls over and whoosh jumps off its back before catching secondary burns.
Is Fowler used to the fire passing over him yet?
No.
Hey, now we have a wagon.
Boo-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo.
And just
Yeah.
gesture at the horse and buddy.
And a
And
mask.
whatever's in it.
Yeah, let's loot bodies.
Guys, we
So-
can disguise ourselves.
I mean, I already can.
The
well,
again.
okay.
battleground
you
is
did
smoldering
well.
from
You don't
fire
need to.
damage. Guards took minimal loss of
Good.
life. There are actually 3 carts that were lined up in a row. And yeah, no remaining enemies in sight. This seems like a smaller group than even the one that you may have faced in Phandelver.
It certainly took all their people out that way. These curse while we can't go through the mountain pass.
If no one's claimed
maybe.
it yet, I'd like to search the half dragon body.
When your religious artifact.
You guys can say that. I think Whoosh is there, so you guys can.
Yeah, Wish is
Okay.
Wish is
Go-
already in the process of doing that.
Go ahead and go. I'll say you can roll with an investigation with advantage because Isabel is helping.
Investigation. Who has the higher intelligence actually?
Got a
Not it.
3.
I have a 0 in intelligence.
Don't look at me. I'm making sure nobody that's fallen down is dead or died.
I have a -1.
I can roll investigation. Get my spectacles out and really look at the fine stuff.
Peer at
Sure.
it. Nice.
Yes.
Sorry, who was in? Okay, so Gale was investigating.
I
Yeah.
got the higher yeah. The higher investigation at least.
Sorry, what were you looking for?
Papers. I got the religious artifacts. Those off to the side, like the weapon and the mask. That's one thing. But I want to see if it's got any papers, any like symbols, money.
I'll say there's a there's a personal coin pouch on the side with it actually just has a few gems, like I'd say about 10, 50 gold gems in it, no actual coins. The robes themselves have been scorched. She doesn't seem to be carrying anything of importance on her, other than the sword and the mask.
Okay. Kind of heft the gems and look at myself. Whoosh. Then I go, hey, Aiden,
Huh?
catch.
Heh.
And I throw the bag of the 10 gems at you. Just
Man,
you need
it's
more
so
money
nice
than I
being
do.
rich.
Right? I
Part of-
joined this
this
group
is
and
what it's
suddenly
like
they're
being
throwing
an
gems
adventurer.
at me. Right. Aiden takes the bag looking somewhat surprised and shocked.
Give him a wink.
Thanks.
And this with the weapon.
Throw him the sword too. Hey, catch.
Is it just
Hey,
kind of look like
catch.
a fancy weapon? Like, I mean, Isabella, I got
What kind of sword is it actually?
It's
cheaty- I have no
it's a
fucking
great
clue.
sword. It's a huge it's a like I said, it's like a ebony blade. It's seemingly carved from one piece of metal, but like yeah.
So far you've said ebony, obsidian, jet, and onyx to describe
Onyx.
it.
It's a
It's
very
black,
it's a-
dark.
guys.
Everything else but black.
It's a steel blade that is.
It's dark steel.
yeah.
Painted matte black.
Even the
That's right.
even
Sounds
the
like-
hilt.
That
Even the
sounds like
hilt
the name
is.
of a Sonic OC.
Even the hilt is like a.
Yeah.
It's kind of got a jagged shape to it. Not perfectly straight. It's kind of got those kinks in the end. And as I said, like there's a simple leather wrap on the grip, and there's a jewel inlay in the pommel.
It's got those kinks, guys.
It's got the kinks. What was the question about the sword? Like, were you asking if it was magical?
I can detect magic as a ritual, so that can be put aside
yeah.
for a bit, and the mask as well.
Okay.
The carts, though, what do we got in those?
So in the back of the lead cart, there is a locked chest.
Ooh, is it locked? Is
He's-
it locked?
He's so happy.
Is it trapped?
I get to unlock something.
Is it trapped?
It is in fact trapped on that investigation check. Yes.
It's like, I would like to disarm the trap.
Okay.
That's just
Sleight
thieves'
of hand.
tools.
Thieves' tools. Yeah. Sorry.
Just gonna keep a healing spell handy.
Thanks.
I get your back.
I kind of
okay.
like put it off to the side, away from everyone. Just look out!
Look, yeah,
Let's see.
Hey, I saw it this time.
that's true.
I gotta find it. I didn't write
So
it
if you
down.
get a face full
Oh.
of poison gas, you'll at least know it was coming.
It explodes.
That's a terrible trap to put on the chest.
Oh,
That means you
jeez.
don't get any sensitive intel.
Yeah, presumably, if you're keeping your stuff in the chest, you expect to be able to access it at some point, and not get it destroyed.
Sorry, I'm just looking for it.
All right, I'm gonna turn the music down a bit. I think.
By all means.
Suspense.
I know, sorry.
Doop.
I knew it was there, I just never bothered to write it down in a second place. Let me just go to traps. Roll, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Okay. I'm actually looking. My
Ooh.
is poison. Didn't I get something from? Yeah, I have poison resistance for my Drained Dragon armor.
That's right. All right. So the
Oh, I didn't even look. I'm looking at my character sheet on my other screen, and then I went, "Oh,
That's funny.
look at that number."
so a dart does in fact pierce into your dragonhide armor, but it has no effect. So the trap did get spring, but you
I'm
successfully
just gonna
disarmed it.
pretend
You're just
like
gonna
that never
pretend.
happened,
Yeah.
and that I successfully disarmed it.
just like Slade hand the dart away and pretend that nothing.
Yeah.
No one saw anything. You can't prove anything.
Nothing happened.
I would like to
I
proceed to actually
successfully
unlock it.
disarmed the
Yeah.
trap.
Go ahead and do these
There
tools
is.
again.
I can affirm that there is zero chance of you getting a dart by opening this chest now.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna be here forever on this
No,
stupid thing.
The lock itself was not complicated because it was trapped.
Okay.
You open the chest
Really, you
and
could have saved yourself some trouble.
the interior of the chest is actually
Should have just
empty.
jumped unlocking it. Shoot myself. Okay, it's all empty.
Yeah, it's empty, and you see strange runes etched in the inside of the chest.
I just like to take my stick and kind of poke the bottom in case there's like a hidden bottom.
Yeah, you've spent enough time with this chest. You looking around, you can tell there is no hidden compartments.
And I look at I'll leave this for the detective.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh.
Oh. There's
Didn't-
runes inside the chest.
Didn't you cast detect magic already?
I was kind of like gonna work on
it.
Like,
Okay.
like that's like end of the day kind of stuff. Just it's 10 minutes every time. I don't have it
I mean, I'm
prepared.
pretty sure we're gonna be like going straight
Yeah,
to bed after this, but
It's gonna be a bit of time. That you gather there are
I figure.
magical runes inside the chest.
Yeah, I feel
You
we
can't- you
can
just can't
gather
discern.
all of the magic items, and then at the end of the day, we can do that instead of.
yeah, that's fair.
The remaining two, the second cart does have. It's filled with bulk goods and like food goods and rations and water and stuff. Enough stuff to feed a small battalion.
About
So
20.
speaking of
24,
battalions,
20
this
people?
is stuff that was stolen from the neighboring villages, I suppose.
Yeah.
Presumably, the battalions would like to, reclaim that for the
Yeah.
people.
Obviously.
Mhm.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say for about 20 people.
And then the last cart is actually carrying cages large enough to house people, but they are empty. Presumably, they were hoping not for long. But yeah, there's not really any items of material value in the carts, just general goods, enough to feed, like I said, a small town.
Right. I guess ritual cast, detect magic. I don't have identify.
What are
on-
the rest of you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Isabella. What's everybody else doing? Because I don't want to pull everybody
Wish
up.
is looking at the interesting mask the half dragon was wielding.
Okay. Well, what about it were you looking to discern from the mask?
Well, she thinks it's neat. She's trying to fit it on her face.
That might be magical. Let me find out as I do my thing.
Okay, Wish will let him do that.
10 minutes. Well,
'Cause Wish is
10
not
minutes,
smart.
I'll figure it out.
Okay. Isabella, what were you doing?
She had been walking down towards the body, but seeing as Gale and Woosh were kind of already on that task, she had just kind of popped back behind this bush and has just been taking some time for herself for a minute, but she'll rejoin the group.
Okay. Aiden, what about you?
So he sees Gale and Woosh kind of swoop in to do the looting. After he catches like a bag full of gems, he looks at it, is a little surprised, but pockets it anyway, and then goes to check on the rest of the soldiers, make sure everyone's doing okay, and then tries to debrief with the battalion captain if he's around.
Yeah, and the soldiers are gathering I think it was about 3 or 4 of the men who suffered grievous injuries. They're making small. They're making.
I'm working on that.
Oh, you're working on that. Sorry. Okay, you're looking to tend to the wounded.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm doing triage.
So
Triage.
if Fowler is doing triage, Aiden would, as he's circling around with the rest of the troops and debriefing with the battalion captain, he'd kind of stop by and let Fowler know, if you need any help, let me know.
He nods in your direction, and he would point at like some of the soldiers that have less grievous injuries. Right now, he's just making sure nobody's dying.
Could I
Yeah.
do lay on hands on those soldiers and
Yeah. Between the two of you, with the healing spells available to you, those that haven't perished are given medical attention, and the ones that did have wounds are capable of moving on their own. The commander basically would just said, like as you guys suggested, he'd like to see the goods returned to the village, and he's quickly sending word back to Waterdeep on what has transpired here this evening. But he's saying, if your group has no longer need of them, they will continue with these supplies and see that they're returned to the villages that were ransacked.
Yeah, makes sense.
He sent for word to have a few more guards sent down the path to help with recapturing or rebuilding any damages.
Aiden would reiterate the need to be mindful of Thornhill, that maybe the northern group is coming down that way, and he'd ask the battalion captain that whatever the group decides, the battalion captain relay that information to Lady Silverhand or his command structure so that they knew that there was still a potential threat to the north.
Yeah, and given that it's later in the evening, they're actually looking to bed in, and they will start travel with the cart in the morning. So basically, whatever you guys decide you want to do from here, they'll follow your lead on that in that regard. But he's kind of giving you his goals. So yeah, it's just a matter of what you guys want to do as a group. And Gail, you said you had detect magic.
Yeah.
So yeah, indeed, the sword and the mask are definitely giving off strong magical auras.
Is the box large enough to put the mask in?
Yeah, the box would have been large enough to house the mask for sure.
Okay, that's what I suspect. Is either the mask or like the gemstone and the sword. Alright, those both are magical. What kind of magic?
Uh, what kind of magic?
Hmm.
I don't understand the question.
A divinity, necromancy, like what's its type of magic? Believe I can tell?
Um,
Learn its school of magic?
it's weird because most magic items don't say what type of
Oh.
magic they're.
Oh, that's fine.
I mean, you
That's
can
it.
look up the spells they're
That was just
emulating
kind of
most of the
to
time.
get an idea of what it might be able to do without. But it's fine. They're magic.
I think that would be more of an identify spell than.
It just allows me to make a guess. But it's fine. Give me a sec.
Let me.
And you learn at School of Magic.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't. Magic items don't have schools.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're enchanted with by a specific spell, right? So
Usually, yeah. So some of them, like, it would be a bit tougher, but most of them you could make a guess at which school it would be.
Like if the mask is like a
Like my
communication
boots
mask.
would be transmutation.
Yeah, it's up. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I see. Sorry. Yeah, I'm. Yeah, I'm not too. The sword, I guess, would be. I'm not too familiar with what each spell is school of magic wise.
Is it damage? Then it's probably.
Not
Um,
necessarily.
What school?
It's fine.
Of-
It doesn't matter.
What school of magic is detect magic?
Divination.
abjuration. It says
Oh, fuck, it
abjuration on the
is.
side.
Abjuration. Yeah.
Abjuration.
The sword seems to be giving off abjuration spell. The mask is like whatever
Detect
elemental
magic is
damage is.
divination.
Yeah, I must have that in wrong. Oh, that's. I have divination here, but when
You'd
I
have
clicked on it,
to-
it told you
Oh, weird.
abjuration on the
weird.
spell card.
Oh, that's because it doesn't recognize it. That's a roll 20 bullshit.
I see. I didn't initially click it. 'cause
It,
I
it
had
thinks
I did
everything is
drag it in.
abjuration if it's not like the exact right format.
I didn't drag. I dragged it in, so I had to. I readjusted it.
Yeah.
There we go. Anywho,
Sorry.
no,
It's okay. Yeah, they're both magical,
they're
but
both
you'd have to
magical.
spend some more time with them or use it.
Any bad vibes at least. There's not like a curse on one of them or something.
I don't think you can ascertain
Yeah,
that
that's
from
fine.
detect magic. I think that would be more of a.
This is a perfectly good mask. Put it on.
Here you go, whoosh.
No idea what it does.
But
You don't have to put it on to know what it does. You just have to like spend an hour with it.
there is a spell
true.
that tells you.
Yeah, he doesn't have
yeah.
it.
I don't have identify.
Neither do I.
You
I
can
want to
spend,
find it. I don't
if you
want
want
to
to spend time with the item, that is different, right? Like you can
Yeah.
ascertain a lot more.
So you can attune to it and not really use it, but
You
some
don't,
things
you
like
don't even have to
the-
attune to it. You just spend a short
Oh,
rest with
yeah.
it, and you can know what it does.
Oh, I didn't. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, and we're here
essentially.
for the evening anyway.
yeah. I don't
All right,
think
well-
we're not leaving. Are we're heading out any with these guys like before? Right now, or are
I
we
feel like we
staying?
probably need at least a short rest. We just had a big battle. We've already done what we can to notify Thornhill. The battalion
big
captain
battle?
tomorrow morning. Well, big for us.
Was it?
Ish. Kinda.
It was 2 rounds.
Definitive.
It took 12 seconds. 3. No, sorry, it was probably 3
Well,
rounds.
it was definitive to them. So
Is
I
it
think
definitively dead?
it's about to be dark, right, Brew?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the sun was setting before the battle
Yeah.
started.
Yeah, so if it's dark, yeah.
So
We're
I
the
think
same.
we'll hang around for the night at least, and then maybe get an early start in the morning if we head towards Thornhill or something.
Assuming you guys spent some time with these, I'll actually just show you the magic cards.
I don't
Yeah.
have too much interest in the weapon.
Hazaron.
Dude, I'm super excited about the weapon.
Jesus.
See? Such an evil great.
Sentient.
It's not sentient.
Not it says
No,
a
it
sentient,
says
neutral
sentient.
evil
Yeah, it does
greatsword.
say sentient. And it's capable of speech too.
What?
Yeah.
Hazaron?
I fucking no. I read that thing.
It's the first sentence.
A sentient, neutral, evil greatsword. It is capable of speech in common and netherese.
Huh. I swear I read that weapon like 3 times in the book, and it never said sentient, but maybe I
Oh.
didn't.
I
It's
mean, it might be
sentient.
different from the book, from what actually is like the typical block opposed to the book block.
I like that mask.
Like the Lutz sword and
I like it
Strahd,
a
it's
lot.
You get 1. The real one is like, yeah, 3. Or not the Lutz sword, the Wish sword.
Guys, I really like that mask.
I haven't even read the next. Acid. Community.
Nice. Dude,
Charisma as
whoosh,
well?
it like turns you into me, kind of.
Would that
You'll still
stack?
have all of your awesome stuff.
Yes.
Would that
It'd be hard to speak with dragons if you can't speak, though.
I know, but all the other stuff is really good. Like the dragon breath, dragon majesty. I think it adds to our
Wow, it
armor
gives
class.
You a legendary resistance.
Yes.
I don't know if the armor class bonus will work.
I don't think it would stack with.
Well,
No, you can only-
says
you can only
it says
get
it's a
one.
charisma bonus. It doesn't say it changes the way armor class is calculated.
Here.
The rules as written with armor is you can only accept an armor increase from one source unless it's a flat bonus like a
No, you can only calculate your armor class in one way.
in one calculation. Yeah.
If it says it's a bonus rather than saying you can calculate your armor class this way, I think it stacks.
But she's not.
But let me
wearing
check
any
to be
armor.
sure. Well, I'll
Yeah,
check later.
Unarmored defense is what she has to increase her damage. Where is it? It's not here. Hang on.
Well, you guys can talk
Sub-
about your plans
sub-sword.
going forward.
She's still gonna
and-
take that mask anyway.
Was the sword giving us the silent treatment?
Honestly, I didn't
Didn't expect that.
expect it to be sentient, so I didn't think of what it would say. To be honest with you.
Why, we just killed its owner and it's technically neutral evil. We're generally good. It might be giving us a cold shoulder.
Yeah.
Until it's forced to talk.
Yeah, we can tell
Well,
it's an
I
evil
think-
weapon.
Until it might not speak until someone wields it either.
Possibly.
That was a big oversight on my part. I did not think it was sentient.
You're the DM. You don't have to make it sentient. You're
Well-
the boss.
No. Does not stack. At least that's what
Sage advice
Sage Advice says.
Yeah.
about this
Does
mask
it-
specifically.
Yeah, specifically.
Nice.
Any effect that gives you a new AC formula does not stack.
But that's not a new
Pick
AC
one.
formula. It's a bonus.
It's not a formula, it just says bonus. That's right.
I don't see
But-
where it says that.
So, for monks unarmored defense, it's adding your dexterity bonus and your wisdom bonus to your armor class. So that is in itself a calculation. So adding your charisma to your armor
Armored
class is
defense
also
says
a
your AC
calculation.
equals 10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your wisdom modifier.
This is almost like saying this
that's the
mask
calculation.
gives you a
Yeah.
shield.
Charisma.
It's
The
no different
barbarian
than
one
wearing a
says
shield.
plus your dexterity plus your constitution, I think. So you can't stack those together because they define different calculations.
So it's not gonna work?
I think the mask
For the-
works.
I
Okay.
think
I
it
would
does.
argue it's like
I don't think it
works
does.
as a no. Okay, it's up to you. You're the DM.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, just because I think like if you're already adding your wisdom and your dex,
Well, it's a legendary item. That's the thing. Like it can
It's
do
like
something like that.
It's like a shield.
it's
it's
yeah, but the
given the
idea
monk-
is like it's like having
Also,
Mage
what's
armor
your
permanently.
charisma anyway? What's your charisma, Whoosh?
1.
I was expecting it 0.
It's 1.
All right,
all right. These are
it's up to you. We
It's
can
up to
come
you,
back
bro.
to it. We can come back.
She's still taking that mask anyway.
Here's the thread I found about it, by the way.
Channel, Tnox, link to forums.giantidp.com.
Black Dragon Mask. AC
I'll take
stacking.
take a
I'm
look
reading
after.
it right now too.
Sorry, just getting back to
That's fine.
the story for the time being.
Yep, we'll figure it out afterwards. She's still wearing that though.
That's yeah. I mean, let's. You can definitely take it unless anyone else in the group has, I guess, issues with it.
She can have it.
Aiden, you fine with that? I know you have a breath weapon.
Yeah, I was just looking at it. I think I'm
I
fine
was wondering,
with it. Because I mean, I do
Isabella?
have the breath weapon, but I already speak Draconic.
And
Mm.
you
it'd be
already
useful
wear
for the
armor.
it'd be useful
already
for the
wear
cast
armor.
for the
Yeah, caster might like it.
cast for Isabella because you already have your high charisma anyway, so it would help you. But then you have mage armor, so your staff.
Well, yeah. So then it's the same argument
Yeah.
of whether it stacks or not. So.
I mean, in that case, yeah, it would be nice on Isabella.
It has advantage on
wouldn't fight
charisma
for it.
checks,
She would, but
or
she's
the,
not
at least
interested.
have your higher charisma than.
She wouldn't fight for it. She's already got her own horns that that warrant enough looks, let alone having like a
Maybe they go
dragon
really
mask on
well
it.
with the mask.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, Aiden wouldn't fight for it. That's for sure.
Whoosh
Just
thinks it's
sounded
cool.
Like this terror, walking down the street with these clawed gauntlets, this whole, like black dragon mask. Like you have the. What did we just do with the stuff we got from the other black dragon? It's just like jewelry, essentially. Like a
She's
necklace? I
really
don't know what we did
decorating
with the
herself
key.
out.
She's blinged out.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just kind of like at a loss for how to.
It's 11:30. We don't have to go too much for it. We have a
No.
rest.
Well, as he says, let's just rest and decide what we do tomorrow. And I guess none of us really want to use that sword as it is. I mean, it doesn't seem to be doing anything bad. It's just
I
evil
might
and
use
might
it.
talk to you.
It's not cursed. Like it's not necessarily going to.
It's
like,
just a dick.
It's just
Right,
yeah. It's
'cause-
going to be a sentient voice that is trying to convince you to do bad.
And you're
Yeah,
like,
you
no,
know. Yeah.
no. But come on.
What's its What's a great sword's damage?
2d6.
I mean, Fowler thinks you should like throw it in the hole.
Aren't you using a great sword now?
I have a glaive.
Oh
This
right,
says
you're using
reach.
a glaive.
Yeah,
this
so
is like
you'd
a-
be losing reach.
You'd be
you lose
gaining,
reach,
You,
but
you can keep both.
you'd be gaining
wound
But
deal.
I would.
+2 to attack. You'd be gaining a shit ton with that
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah.
Right.
Just keep both. Use the glaive when you need the reach, and use
Yeah.
the sword when you don't.
I don't think you have any attuned items currently, so
Correct.
The
the boots.
the boots.
The boots
Right.
are
I do
attuned.
have little bite.
But you can
slight
have up to
boots.
3 attuned items, so you're fine.
Yeah. So yeah, just swap out weapons.
Whoosh actually has this, the goggles of night, with her.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, there
I
it
mean,
is.
the mask also gives you dark vision.
Mhm.
Swap it out.
Literally just better goggles.
Just better
Oh,
goggles.
a lot better goggles. Yeah. So yeah, given
What's it even name? Blindsight even? Shit.
Yeah.
Once per day.
yeah, it's a big deal.
Walk into that darkness spell.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm gonna punch you anyway.
It's a pretty key item.
Well, I mean,
in
if we're
this
gonna go fight
campaign.
a dragon, we definitely want to have some sort of acid resistance and such.
That's also something to keep in mind.
Speaking of which, are we
Um,
gonna go fight a dragon now?
Maybe peripherally. We could snatch and grab. We haven't.
We could
That's not
definitely
thought
snatch
was
it.
gonna happen. I've kind of
There's
felt like
just
that was
two
gonna happen
synonyms for grab.
here. Now we're gonna do
Right.
it with less people, which is, I guess, was kind of a lot of the plan to
We
kind
could-
of go
we
in
could
with
They,
less.
pretend.
they weren't gonna go in further anyway.
Yeah, so like we were kind of already gonna do like a small
I
group in and
think
out.
we should go up the road to Thornhill.
Yeah.
And see
Yeah.
if they've seen anything come in and decide there what we do.
Yeah, Aiden's all for that.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Should we? Oh, never mind. I guess the guy took care of it. I was gonna say report back to Lady Silverhand, but he.
Bang.
sent
I mean, we
a
can
hawk,
always
I think.
test. Oh,
Just give
yeah,
us
Fowler
my
has
master or
message.
the
something.
hawk went to the.
He had
Aiden's
multiple.
town.
He had
Oh.
he brought a cart full of like
Oh,
he had like a falconer's cart in case he had to send multiple messages.
that's
And
fine
also,
then.
I guess Fowler has message at the
Yeah.
end of the day.
I can literally just call her up and say, "Hey, so this is what we got." Fowler's the party telephone.
So I'm just circling back to the mask for a minute.
Yep.
Something we should keep in mind is that that's probably a well-known symbol within the cult. So if Whoosh is wearing it out in broad daylight, that might cause some things for us because we know the half dragons are
Oh.
like the children of this mother dragon, right?
Only if we're around the cult, I guess.
Well,
But how do we know
people-
who's in the cult and who's not?
Yeah.
Also, anyone who has like been wronged by this cult would see Whoosh walking around and freak out.
Yeah, she might
In
actually
case they
only
go
pull
back
it
to
out when
town.
they're fighting
Out. Yeah.
or when they need it.
Or we could dress Whoosh up in like those
Let's
purple
paint
robes.
it.
Oh, that we
Let's
charred the
paint
purple
it.
robes, huh?
Let's paint the black dragon mask so it
I was
doesn't look
thinking
as
we
evil.
could dress Whoosh up as the black dragon and then pretend that we're.
It
So at
seems
least
even
Whoosh
worse.
has the ability to kind of blend
She's
in.
a little short.
I think everybody except for Fowler now
A little
has
short to be a
some
fast
kind of
puncher.
ability to infiltrate these people.
I can jump.
You can just
You
jump
can
away.
jump.
Dude, we can hide him in the carriage and take one of the carriages.
Well, let's start by getting to Thornhill and like knowing what
Yeah.
we're actually dealing with, because we don't know how many cultists are over there, or like if there's a dragon, if we're gonna have to deal with the dragon, or if we can just like sneak in and take what free the
Take our
prisoners
prisoners.
and leave. We need more information before
Yeah.
we make any of those decisions.
Yeah.
Could we
Okay.
ask? Do I know that Fowler can talk to the dead, or can you even talk to the dead? I don't know.
I cannot
just
talk to
can't-
the dead. Specifically, that's the thing I'm not doing.
Okay. I didn't know we could have asked.
It's against
But
his
that's fine.
religion.
I just
I
didn't know
think
if you've done
literally
it
it's against
before.
his
Or
religion.
forgotten.
In the game, right?
I don't think there's a mandate on that actually, but
Oh, really? Oh, I thought maybe it was like something he chose not to do.
it's something he chose not to do.
It's against
I don't
his
think
code.
there's like a scripture or something against it, but it might not be seen very well, you know? A bit
Mhm.
too close to undeath.
Yeah. So
Like,
I
it's not a
assume
pleasant spell.
yeah. I assume you guys are spending the night here and then parting ways with the battalion in the morning and heading to Thornhills.
Yeah, I
as
think
what
we'll
you've-
spend night in camp and then go up the coast.
Okay.
And then we'll send a sending to Lady Silver and thank you.
Silverface.
Lady Silverface.
Silverfoot.
to tell her that we fended off the force, the cultist force that was headed south, and we're going up towards Thornhill to deal with a second group.
She said, basically, she just kind of reiterates that her guards are not to move to Thornhill, as they should either do as they're suggesting what they're going to do, or return to Waterdeep. She doesn't want them going any farther north than the crossroads. She kind of reiterates that point.
Well, at the end of the day, so I'm going to send another spell that just says, all right.
All right.
Aye, Captain.
Aye.
Understood.
So then, next session, we will come back to that option, then you guys heading to Thornhill.
Here's your week to come up with a new character.
It's a wonder important
Sword.
important people can just like exist when they're probably getting like 1,000 sendings a day.
Yeah.
Gods did even more.
Yeah, but they're gods. They're like built for it.
It's like text messages. You can just ignore them and respond whenever you want.
You kind of just look at the preview of it, the notification, go, yeah, okay, and then go back to it later.
Yeah.
And then forget about it for 2 weeks and then feel like an awful human being because. Oops.
Yeah, same.
Well, I guess that should make me feel pretty good that I don't get left on red very often.
See, there you go.
Oh man, I don't even want to log into Discord to see how many missed messages I have. Last I saw it was like 140.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's probably more than that by now. But yeah, maybe think about. Are you feeling pretty confident that you're probably going to try to use that sword?
Yes,
Aiden's
in
gonna-
fact, I was going to ask someone to walk me through how to put it in my little attack thing.
Yeah, that's.
I can take a look at it over the
You've
weekend
got
if you want.
you've got the card, so
Yeah. Essentially, when I attack now, I'll just type badass.
the wounding
And we'll
is
go
a
from
nice touch. Also, I guess it's giving you access to some spells you wouldn't have normally had.
Right, and then
No.
so like I can attack twice,
Mm-hmm.
and then I get this increased potency,
Yes.
which is an extra 2d6 necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Plus, all my damage rolls increase +2.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm taking this thing. We're
It
gonna
also
have
has
deep
wounding.
conversations. Yeah.
How often do our enemies heal?
Not very often. We usually kill them
Whoa.
pretty fast.
I was thinking about having them heal this round when you guys were fucking them up so much. Should have
Well.
just let them move as a legendary action, actually.
Yeah.
That was my mistake.
I mean, where
but
would they gone though?
out of the silence, like the very next round.
Yeah, but then Gil would have fucked them up anyway.
I was totally just going to be over, like, on the other side, just waiting. Oh, here they are, stab.
Yep.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. Well.
Like, the point of the silence was to get them to go out of the silence. It was a trap.
Pretty much.
There's a problem with silence though. It's like it's super strong, but it's just walk out of it.
I won't say for sure next Friday. But I'll let you guys know.
We'll be hopeful.
Yes.
Just why?
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta open my calendar.
Of course.
It's not next Friday. The following weekend, I'm going to be in the mountains.
Aren't you already in the mountains?
In the
I'm going to be up
mountains.
in the Montana mountains.
Oh,
So
okay.
I won't have internet.
That whole
Alright.
weekend?
Oh.
It is so I'm leaving the 29th and I won't be back until the 2nd. So it's that
Oh,
Friday
yes.
of the 31st. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, if it's got to be 2 weeks, it's got to be 2 weeks. But like I said, I'll see what's going on here next week, and I'll let you guys know.
Everybody's still good for tomorrow, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Looking forward to it.
Yes.
And then I don't know what
Yes.
Miyaka's doing. I might have an out for Miyaka. She said she might not be able to do on the 24th. But depending on where you get tomorrow, you can easily just not be there right after that.
Right.
Yeah.
But the 20 that would after that would be the 30th, and then Air won't be there. So that'll
Yeah.
be played by ear.
The bigger the group gets, the harder it is.
The hard it is
to
for us
know.
to be all together.
Well, it's July. Everyone's doing summer stuff.
Yeah.
Some of us.
Oh, boo.
Don't have jobs.
You can do summer stuff. You can just go away right now. Nothing's holding you here.
That's true.
Hey, Brew,
But
quick
stuff
question.
costs money.
Yeah.
How close are we to leveling? Are you able to?
Didn't we just hit 7 not long ago?
We,
That was.
No, we were 7
No,
when
we
I
did the whole-
started.
We did the whole
Yeah.
trip to the castle. Since then.
So we killed a dragon. Pretty much everything on this campaign has been set.
Yeah,
level 7.
actually, we came back and we were 7, so everything on this campaign.
yeah, I've kind of set a specific milestone
Yeah.
to coincide with the way the chapters play out.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be soon.
All
But,
right.
Soon.
I'll say
Soon.
it's probably going to be after the next session.
Nice. Looking forward to that. New level.
Depending on how things go next session. But
Right.
either way.
Unless we decide to like just skip this whole thing and like go off on our own.
Yeah. Just walk away.
Can happen.
Explore. Walk away, guys.
All right,
Then we'll
so
be
we said we're
cursed for
going
level
east,
7
right?
forever.
Yeah, yeah.